You're the first person to tell me that. I've been busy changing nappies and yeah, it's been a busy day with a little one. So I haven't even been on social media that much to see the breaking news. So you're the first to tell me about Andrew Conway. And obviously we were told it was only a few number of weeks ago that he was back, like, and he was after a pretty long layoff. But yeah, he must be struggling like with it with his body, and also when you're struggling with your body you usually struggle with your mind as well, and where your head's at. So yeah, I can remember him starting for Ireland on a number of occasions, playing really really well. He was always thought very highly from the Irish management, and yeah, he'd be badly missed. And I know there's young guys on the block like Calvin Nash, and Sean O'Brien was obviously signed from Exeter to come across and cover a few positions in the back line also. So, Simon Zebo, he might, call it a day at the end of this season as well. So, there's a couple of lads that, with vast experience that you're going to be missing. And obviously Keith Earls moving on also. So, yeah, a bit of a change at Munster. And, Andrew Conway's a legend of a lad. Only got married there a couple of years ago. I think he's one little one as well. So, maybe thinking about his family, and wish him all the very best in his retirement. And unfortunately, we'll not get to see him with that stuttering sort of. He can go from 20 miles an hour to 1 mile an hour and inside like 2 or 3 seconds, and then sidestep somebody. And yeah, it was a bit of a trademark from him to be able to use his shuffling feet to beat people. So yeah, we wish him all the best, and hopefully I'll catch up with him. Probably when most people retire and move on to the afterlife, as we call it, you usually catch up with people more often. So hopefully we bump into each other over the next couple of months. I think I might be right in saying that Ulster have lost four interpros in a row. Um, Obviously the last two being against Connacht last week in the quarter final, and then Munster come up to Belfast and won, and then they lost away to, I think, Leinster, wasn't it, when they had that big lead as well, and they threw that away. So the last thing you want to do is go five on the bounce, especially in your own backyard in the Kingspan Stadium. I'll be covering the game for Viaplay from studio with David Wallace, so I'll be really interested to get a take on how he sees things in the Munster camp. But it's a change in squad. They're playing a great dynamic style of rugby. I think the Craig Casey try last week against the Dragons epitomised what they're trying to do with uh, a Dogbo got a little, or sorry, it was actually Thomas O'Hearn got the little offload to a Dogbo who got another offload, and then it was passed back inside to Craig Casey, come on at full tilt, as all good scrum halves do on the inside, and they get over for the try. And that's sort of a bit of a blueprint of how they're trying to go about their business. They'll fancy their chances coming to Belfast. It's not an unbelievably strong side for Ulster, but it wasn't last week either against Connacht, and they played bloody well. They played really. Monster at the minute that are going really well, and hopefully they continue to do so. Just on the Ulster side, it's it's an Ulster side that wouldn't strike fear into you, but when you do look at the bench with the returning Irish contingent, I know Stuart McCluskey starting the game at 12, Stuart Moore at 13, so that'll be interesting to see how that combination goes. It's been I think it was Jude Postlethwaite and Human the first game, and then it switched around. It was Hugh Moore in the last game. So another centre combination. But Ian Henderson, Dave Ewers, John Cooney, Rob Herring, all on the bench. And you look at the bench for Munster, it isn't as strong. So Munster need to get off to a really good start. But like a fancy Ulster, just this plastic pitch. I think the weather's due to be good tomorrow evening. A nice, crisp, fresh night in Belfast. A good home crowd for obviously an Inter-Pro, and even though Ulster have played okay so far in the league, like it feels like they're a long way off top spot. And this is how competitive the league is, and even look at Sharks who are down rock bottom, not 1 point. You look at the players that they have, John Plumtree, the coach that they have, and there is a point in time where they will come good and string a run of games together. So Ulster have got to keep their foot on the pedal, make sure that you don't lose at home, and get some points on the board against this Munster side.